Solve and represent. Okay, I'm not sure you're right or wrong, but let's look at it. Okay, what is that one rule I asked you to memorize when you do inequality?
If the number is a negative.
Nope. You create your own rule already.
Divide or times negative number. The sign must switch.
Correct. Repeat fluently to yourself one more time.
Divide or multiply negative number. The sign must switch.
Very good. So in this case, you have this. So what you do to get x, you divide by negative 3. So you divide by a negative number, you have to switch the sign, right? So you get negative 15. Do you get? So your answer is correct. Okay? Minus 15 or 15? Okay. You divide by negative 3, right? How come you get 15? For divide by negative 3. Or unless you are telling me you cannot see the negative sign. You look at your work. 45 divided by negative 3, you get 15. Hello? Hello? Redo. You remember the rule, but you use calculator, you also get it wrong. So what is this nonsense? Did you use calculator or not? Or you just anyhow?
No, I use calculator.
You use calculator, you get 15? That doesn't make sense. Can you put down your leg also? Unless you tell me you don't sit comfortably. I will ask you to stand then. Can you sit comfortably so that you don't have to like lift up your leg? After you finish, show me the entire work. Give yourself a simple example. If you don't know the order, give yourself a simple example. Okay? Don't guess. Don't put it in your brain. If you don't know, you stretch it all the way. From today onwards, if you are not sure what you do, what you do? Yes. I want to see that simple example beside. Are you clear? Are you clear? Are you clear now? Okay, good. Why solid?
It's got the equal.
Okay. Then to the left or to the right?
The left.
Why?
Because the sign is the left side.
Oh, the sign is left side?
Less.
Yes. Then how do you decide negative 16 and negative 14?
The 14 is more.
Okay, good. Next question. Okay, next question. Oh, sorry, let me just. So over here, divide by 3. Sorry. Divide by 3, divide by 3, so you get 15. So this is a positive number, not negative, so no need to change sign. Number 1, why is it hollow?
Because it's not equal.
Not equal. Okay. To the left or right? Bigger to the right. Okay. Next. Okay. Over here, you divide by 12. Okay. So divide by 12. So you never divide by a negative number, so the sign remain the same, right? Very good. Negative 1/3. So negative 1/3 is here. How do you decide the next two? I'm not sure if this one is correct. How do you decide? Okay, so when it is fraction, you can't guess whether, because fraction is very hard to know the number. Can you change it to decimal number so that you can guess? So we are talking about negative what?
Negative.
Yeah, write it down. So basically what you need to do is, so negative 1/3. So just give yourself a estimate one.
3.
0.3. Just 1 3? Okay, just 0.3. So what is on the left, what's on the right? So this will be negative.
0.2.
This one will be?
0.4.
Is it correct? How do you decide? How do you decide? I'm not sure. I'm not saying this is correct, but how do you decide? You give yourself a example. Negative 3. This one is negative 2 or 4?
2.
2. So this is negative 4, right? So that means based on this is correct. So you give yourself negative 0.2 here, negative 0.4 here, right? So it's a solid because it's equal sign. Less to the left. That's how you get it right. But for this one, I think you are wrong. Okay? Okay? Do you know why I get it into decimal number? Because it's easier for me to tell. 1/3 is very hard to tell. Right? Okay, good. Next, for this one you divide by negative half. So switch sign. Divide by negative half. Negative 112. So negative 112. So once again, how do you decide?
Give example.
Yeah. So do you think your this negative 113 is negative 114? You place them correctly?
No.
How you know it's not correct? Negative. How do you know negative 114 is on the left? You still do it in your brain.
No.
Then? Can you give me a simple example right beside it and then show it to me? I asked you not to use your brain much, right? Which one is the smallest you start with? Negative 1. Negative 1. Continue. Is it enough? So what's the trend?
The bigger one. Or the lesser one. On the left side.
Yeah. So negative 114 on the left or right?
The left.
Are you supposed to put the negative 114 here? This is 112, right? The next one is 114. Oh, you are very good. You are very good. You don't even know what is left. What was the next one? Huh? 111 114 or 1111? Yes. How do you tell? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it is easy. 3, 2, 1. Do you tell? How can it be 3? How can it be 3, 2, 4? How can it be 3, 2, 4? Okay? So your this is absolutely wrong. Okay? Look here. Get your 112 out. The simple example you give yourself is can you see a negative 2 here? So this side should be -1. So you okay? 1, 1, 1. This one will be 1, 1, 3. Simple as that. So once you have this, solid because it's equal signs there. Less. Are you okay? So your direction is correct. What I see is your direction is correct, but I see that your scale is all messed up. So when your direction is correct and your scale is messed up, do you think you are right?
No.
How do you get the scale right next time? Always give yourself a simple example. I want to see a simple example next to it. Can you give me a simple example? Can you? Without simple example, I don't accept it. Alright? Okay, 这题. So in a triangle, the length of the side are 3x, 4x, and 5x. Okay. Did I give you this or you create it yourself?
How you gave me this?
Okay,
Yeah.
did I give you a triangle or?
I drew the triangle.
You drew it yourself?
You
Okay.
just gave me that.
Okay, good. So this one doesn't make sense. You know why? So 3x, that means the shortest. Okay. You do this. Which one is the shortest? It doesn't make sense. This is the shortest. So you need to draw it accurate enough. No need to be super accurate, but accurate enough. Do you know what I mean? So 3x should be the shortest, right? Right? So let me do it. So let's say this is the shortest. Then what about this? Okay, hold on. So this is the medium one. Then this is the longest. Does it make sense now? Then you join them together. So you need to make it accurate enough. No need to be super accurate, but accurate enough. What did I say?
You need to make it accurate, but don't need to be that accurate.
Yes. So makes sense. Okay. So this is your 3x. Will you label this 3x? Will you label this one 3x?
No.
Why not?
Because that's longer.
Exactly. So please be smart about it. So 4x. Then this is 5x. Then they say if the parameter of the triangle is at least 1, 3, 2. So that means all these one add up to. Parameter means add, right?
Yeah.
So at least 1, 3, 2. What's the meaning of at least? At least or not equal, huh? At least.
That means the parameter
Hmm.
will be like around.
No, not around. That means what's the sign? Equal,
Equal.
bigger, smaller. I mean smaller equal, bigger equal, smaller, bigger. So which sign you choose for at least?
Equal.
Equal is at least.
Uh,
Equal is. You understand it or not? Do you understand this statement or not? Okay. Let me just. Okay. We need to understand English, and we need to translate English into mathematics. For equal sign, what is the English term? Is. Right? Let me give you an example. My age is 13. So my age is
13.
yes. So my age is 13. So my age is x is equal to 13. So do you know how you get English into mathematics representation now? Okay? So now let me do it here. My age. So my age is x is 13. So how do I represent this into math representation? X is 13. That's the meaning of is. Is equal. Okay? My age is. Do you know my age?
No.
Okay. My age is more than 13. How do you represent it? What sign? More than means?
The more.
More than. Any equal?
No.
No. Okay, good. My age is less than 40. So, how do you represent it?
Less.
Less. Any equal sign?
No.
Okay, good. Then when do you use the bigger equal and smaller equal? What's the English?
At least.
At least is which one? At least is which one? So you put the at least here, or you put the at least here. So your age, okay, let's say, how much you have? I mean, money. $5. Okay, good. I have at least $5. At least $5 means what? Then give yourself a simple example. $4. Always give yourself left and right. $6. Okay, good. At least 5 means is 4 possible. At least 5 means 4 is 4 possible.
Yeah.
At least 5 leh. What's the at least 5? At least 5 means minimum.
5.
At least 5 means minimum 5, right?
Yeah.
That means the lowest is 5. So at least 5 means lowest is 5. Can you go lower than 5?
No.
Cannot. So 4 is out. So is 6 possible? Lowest is 5. At least 5. Lowest is 5. So is 6 possible?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 is possible. 7 possible? Your lowest is 5.
Yes.
So anything bigger than 5 is
Possible.
possible. So 7 is also possible. So that's how you argue. So that means I have at least $5. Very simple. I have is X. X is at least $5. So 5, 6, 7 all can. But definitely 4 cannot, right? So now is 5 or X bigger than 5? Which one is correct? Five, 6, 7. This represent this or this represent this?
The second one.
This one represent this one, this meaning, right?
Yeah.
That's why at least means you don't memorize, you don't memorize law. Okay, at least means bigger or equal. You don't memorize like that. Are you clear? You don't say, oh, at least. Okay, so it's bigger, equal. Okay? How do you do it instead? I have at least $20. So at least $20, what's the meaning? English meaning? Can you rephrase it? What is 20?
$20 or more.
Or $20 or more. Very good. $20 or more. I like to hear that. So what is possible?
21. 22.
Very good. So I have is X. So is X bigger than 20 or equal to 20, or X smaller or equal to 20 to represent this range? 1 or 2 to represent this range. $20, $21, $22. So which range represent that?
One.
Yes. So that's how you eliminate it. Then how do you get the smaller equal? At most. You know what's the meaning of at most? At most means maximum is 20. So at most means maximum is 20. At least means minimum is 20. Okay? Minimum is 20 means 21, 22 are possible. Right? Maximum 20 means I cannot go to that side already because the max is 20 ma, right? I cannot go 21, so maximum is 20, so I can only go 19, 18. Okay? Are you clear? So once you have this range, then you know that I can only use this to represent this at most. Are you clear now? Are you clear now? How do you decide which? So now they say 3x plus 4x plus 5x. They say it's at least, right? At least is what's the length? At least. For the triangle, at least
132.
132. So at least 132. So what's the meaning of at least 132? Minimum 132 or maximum 132? Minimum 132. So minimum 132, that means go right or go left?
Right.
All right. 133 is possible. 134 is possible. So bigger equal or smaller equal? You are going this way.
So bigger.
Yeah, very good. So that's how you form the inequality. Okay? So once you have this inequality, so what do you get for here? Use your calculator if you cannot manage.
12.
How do you get x? Divide by 12. Divide by 12.
11.
11. So how do you represent this on the number line? 11. What's the next one? Left and right?
11. 10.
10 is on the left.
12.
So equal sign, solid. Right or left?
Right.
Because it's bigger. Yes. So that means you need to choose x at least from. So the possible answer for x is 11 and then
12.
12. Is 10 included?
No.
What the question is asking?
Find the smallest possible value that x can take.
So what is the smallest value for x? So x can be 11, 12, 13. So which one is the smallest?
11.
Yeah, so that's the answer. So x is equal to 11. Are you clear? Are you clear how to do this such questions? Okay, good. Find the greatest integer x. Greatest means biggest. Okay? So first thing first. You get this already, right? How do you find the greatest? You need to correct. How do you get the answer? Before you get the answer, you need to draw the number line first. 4 is here, right? What's on the left?
3.
On the right? So smaller than 4. So that means solid because equal to the left. Right? So can you see the greatest number
4.
is 4, right?
Yeah.
But possible out of this is, so the greatest is 4. But you can also go 3, right?
Yeah.
You can also go 2, right?
Yeah.
You can also go 1, right? That's how you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you clear? Are you clear or not? Okay, good. Now, what are the possible value for x for part B? Part B, let's do part B first. So part B is 3x. So it's 3x, this one. So x is 10.3, right? This is smaller. So first thing first, you need to get yourself the number line. How come I never see the number line? How come I never see the number line? So 10.3 here, right? So if 10.3 here, what's the next number? 10.2?
4.
10.4 on the right. 10.2 on the left. So in this case, smaller. Smaller is left or right?
Left.
Left. So that means But now they never give me any decimal number, right?
Yeah.
So I only can choose. The next number is 10. Can you see 10? Then next number is 9. So therefore you can choose 10, 9 and all the way. That's why you get this. Are you clear?
Yeah.
So before you choose the numbers, I need you to get me the number line. From the number line, then you pick yourself. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the greatest? If they ask for the greatest, the answer is 10. Okay. What's the greatest for this? The none. Okay. So basically, you choose the greatest, which is 4. But possible means what? More than one answer. Greatest, one answer. Possible means many other. Okay. Okay. This one, the base is 4 shorter than height. Okay. How do you do this question? How do you understand this question? If you don't understand this question, how do you understand this question? Give yourself example on the. Okay, can you redo this question? I think this question is entirely wrong because you never use the simple example. Can you create another triangle yourself? And then such that the difference is 4 cm. So the height is longer or the base is longer?
The height is longer.
Then you make sure that you draw such that the height is longer than the base. Label the base, label the height. Which one is the height?
Here.
Quick one. Okay, good. Why this one is the height? Why not the side one? The side one is called what?
The length.
Okay. This is called the base, right? This is called the height, right? This one is called the side, lor. Does it make sense? Okay. Yeah, not the height, they got the side. Okay, good. So now give yourself a simple example. The difference is 4. So what base you choose? Okay. What small example you give yourself? What base you choose? Tell me the base and the height you choose. Difference is 4. So which two numbers?
8.
Don't give yourself 8 minus 4 equals to 4. Don't give yourself 2, like 8 minus 4 is 4, right? Can you see that 4, you have 2 4s? Don't give yourself like 2 minus 1 because you will end up with 1. You need to give yourself 3 different numbers. Like 1, 2, 3. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So how do you get a difference is 4 but 3 different numbers? 9 and
5.
Okay, good, right? Put down the 9, put down the 4, maybe put down the 5. So the height is 9. So how do you choose simple example next time? Must have 3 different
Numbers.
Very good, good. So how do you get the, yeah. So you see what, base is what, 4 cm shorter. So how do you get the base? Okay, very good. How do you get the base? Yes. So the base is equal. So you write down the base. So how do you get the base? Look at a simple example. You use 9 minus
4.
9 is the Yeah, so we use the height minus.
4.
Yeah, does it make sense? You come to go there first. In fact, you shouldn't put the base the other side. You should put base equal. So that means you should put 5, which is the base, 5 equal. Yes. So similarly, the base is 5, the height is 9. So similarly, the base now, height is the 9 minus 4. So that's how you connect, that's how you get it. So if the height is 12, what's the base? And you also give yourself a simple example. Okay? So how do you get the base?
12 minus.
Mm-hmm.
12 minus 4.
So you use the height minus the 4, right?
Yeah.
So base is equal to height minus 4. Lor. Does it make sense? Okay, good. Next. What do you say?
What's the area?
What's the area line? So it's half times base times height, right?
Yeah.
So what's the base? What's the base? Look at the question. What's the base?
8.
Okay. Then I should see 8. Where's the height?
12.
Yes. So once you get the base, once you get the height, you need a label already. So the height is what? 12. The base is 4. The base is 4. What's your part 2 answer?
8.
Then how come you say 4? The 4 is the difference. 4 is the difference, right? Tell yourself.
The 4 is the difference.
Tell yourself.
The 4 is the difference.
Can you put the 4 here? Can you put the 4 as the base?
No.
If I tell you the 5 is the difference, can you put 5 here?
No. 48. So yeah. Good.
Continue. Is it last question?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So they give you the difference. You don't go and put the difference there. Are you clear? Let me give you a similar example. Okay. Yeah, how to do part A. Sorry, this is 23. You don't understand, you give yourself simple example. Right beside. So the difference is give yourself a simple sample. You can use calculator. Okay, good. So you say the breadth. So how do you get breadth? So B is equal to? Okay, good. 3 minus 2. So now the length is not 3. So now the length is x. Very good. So that's your part 1 answer. So the area is 23. So how do you get area of area of rectangle. Write down the formula. Area equal. So what's the length now? What's the length?
X.
Write it down. What's the B? You don't want to confuse yourself, okay? Stop using the multiply sign. Use the dot. So what's the B now? What's the B?
X minus 2.
Okay. Do you think you need a bracket?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's more than.
Very good. Okay, so what is this? X times X. X times X is X. X squared. Okay, good. They say the area is what? So you replace your area with?
23.
Yes. Okay, that's how you start to solve. Are you clear? Are you clear now? Okay? So what I want you to understand from this example is, hello? What I want you to understand from this example is, you know how to do the part A by giving yourself a simple example. And you know how to form the equation next. Are you clear? Are you clear? Okay. Show me. Okay, never mind. Today we are going to go one step further to talk about 2 points will give you what? In this Cartesian thing. Can you still remember now? 2 points, you link it up, you will get a
a line.
Yes. Okay, we talk about one. Okay, let's pick this A and B. 1 and 2. 1, 2. So this is my A. Minus 1 and 2. Minus 1 is here. 2 is here. So it's this. Okay, let me not choose B. Let me choose another point. Let me choose F. 2 minus 2. 2 is here. Minus 2 is here. So it's here. So this is my F. So if you link it up, you get a line, right? Right? So link up 2 points, you will get a line. Okay, last time we talked about you have a name. I have a name. A point has a name or label. Okay? Your label is your name. My label is my name. So A is, so basically the how do you understand this mathematical expression is A is represented by 1, 2. F is represented by 2 minus 2. And this is your x coordinate, this is your y coordinate, this is your x coordinate, this is your y coordinate. Are you clear? So far so good. So everything on this Cartesian coordinate is represented by something. Are you clear? You in this world is represented by your name. If not, nobody knows who you are, right? So now there is a name, a line. So since A is represented by this, F is represented by this, so that means the line, what line is this called? This is called line AF. Line AF. Okay? So this line is called line AF, and it's also represented by something. you are asked to find this something. Okay? Are you clear? Are you clear? So line AF is represented by this y equals to mx plus c. And your job is to find out what is m and what is c. Are you clear? Are you clear? So you must be wondering, how do I find m? How do you find m? M is also called the gradient. So m is equal to y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. This is the formula you memorize. So how do you find m? Repeat. How do you find m? Read it out.
X.
Huh?
Y1
Uh-huh.
minus y2 over x1 minus x2
This is a
formula.
very good. Repeat. Find m. How do you find m?
Y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2.
Very good. Now, can you see that you have your x1 here and then y1 here? Can you have your x2 here and then y2 here? So point line AF, right? Can you see line AF?
Yeah.
So line AF, A is represented by this. So you start from A, therefore this is your x1, y1. N at F, right? So therefore this is your x2, y2. So y1 minus y2. So is, what's your y1 here? 2 and minus 2. So you replace. Y1 is what? What's the value of y1? 2. What's the value for y2?
Negative 2.
Just write it there. What's your x1?
1.
Very good. What's your x2?
2.
Very good. So can you use your calculator to solve this? Then you find your m already.
Negative 4.
Very good. So your this m is equal to negative 4. Okay? So now your job is to find c, right? Because you have already find m, the next one is c. How do you find c? C is very simple. So your m is negative 4. Huh? So your this entire thing becomes y is equal to negative 4x plus c. Okay? So now your job is, how do you find c? So you find c by put in 1 and 2. 1 is the x1, right? Okay, good. So x replaced by 1. Y is your 2. So how do you simplify this? You simplify this, so let me put it here. 2 is equal to negative 4 plus c. So c is equal to, how do you get c? You bring the negative 4 over. So it becomes 2 plus 4 is equal to c. So c is equal to 6. So c is equal to 6. So you have found your m and you have found your c. So your LF is represented by y is equal to negative 4x plus 6. Let's do it one more time. Then we can conclude the day. Which 2 points you want to choose?
C and D.
C and D. Okay, good. minus 1, 4. Minus 1, 4. This is my C. 3 and minus 6. 3 minus 6. 3 minus 6. My job is to link it up, right? Okay, so by linking it up, you have your line CD, right? Right? So line CD is represented by y equals to mx plus c. Your job is to find out what's your m, what's your c. Are you clear? But before that, you need to write down c is represented by what? Can you tell me c is represented by what? C is represented by what?
Negative
1 and 4. So this is your x1, this is your y1. Are you clear? x1, y1 means starting x, starting y. Okay? So D is represented by what? 3 and negative 6. So this is your x2, y2. So that means this is your ending x and ending y. Are you clear? So based on the formula to find gradient m, so y1 is, in this case, what's your y1?
4.
4. Very good. What's your y2? Where's your y2?
Minus 6.
Very good. What's your x1?
Negative 1.
What's your x2? Where's your x2?
3.
3. Okay, good. Use your calculator. Help me out. Here, look at here. 1 over 2. So gradient is 1 over 2. So once you get your 1 over 2, right? Okay? Once you get 1 over 2, so that means your this y means you can change it to y is equal to m is half. You already know half plus c, right? Okay, so now your job is to find c. Okay, how do you find c? What's your x? Negative 1. So replace your x with negative 1. Here, negative 1, huh? What's your y?
4.
So replace your y with 4. So this one you simplify it. Let me do it right here. So it's 4 equals to negative half plus c. How do you get c? This one you bring it over. So it's 4 plus half. Right? So c is equal to, or 4.5 is equal to c. So c is equal to 4.5. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So now you have your m, you have your c. So it's y equals to m is half x plus c, 4.5. Can you see this one? Okay, so your line is represented by this. So basically this line is, you can call it half x plus 4.5. How do you find the m? By this formula. How do you find the c? By doing this. Step 1, step 2. Are you clear? Are you clear now? If not, never mind, go back and digest. So tomorrow, next lesson, we are going to talk about this. Deep dive. Alright? Okay, good. So that's it for the second half.